Hey everybody, it's Sean. I'm here at Proust Pets. It is Sunday story time, and today I have Valentina with me. Valentina is an African pygmy hedgehog. Now, hedgehogs are really funny little creatures. As you can see, she's sniffing a lot, trying to figure out what's going on and who I am, essentially. And it's because they have very bad eyesight, but very good senses of smell. So she's smelling everything out right now to figure out if there's food around, if she should be up at all, figuring out why I smell a certain way. And she's also trying to look for food at this point. These guys are a nocturnal animal. That means they are up during the night, and that's when they're gonna be looking for food. And for a little hedgehog like her, she's mainly looking for bugs. She eats things like crickets and cockroaches, and will even eat little things like earthworms. Now, she does have these spikes across her body. They are a modified type of hair. So they aren't like a porcupine's quill where if you get stuck on, or your hand sticks to them, that they pull out and they get stuck to you. They actually stay in her body and are just used kind of as a flash of self-defense. So if she gets really mad, she'll huff and puff and then roll into a ball and push all of her little spikes up using all kinds of muscles in her back, and that will make it very pokey for anything that tries to grab her. Primarily, it's going to be larger mammals and birds that might try to grab her, but luckily, those spikes help out. Now, she doesn't have spikes on her stomach at all. She actually has a very soft little stomach there. Now, as I mentioned, she's an African pygmy hedgehog, so she comes from Central Africa. These guys like kind of drier environments, but they do live in some forest regions. They just don't like really wet areas like marshes or rainforests or anything like that. One of the things I really enjoy about these guys is that the baby ones are called hoglets, and when they are born, they don't have any spikes. They're actually sitting just below the skin. But within a couple of hours of being born, those spikes pop back out. And within a couple of days, they're very hard and they start to look like a normal hedgehog. So those are some cool little facts about Valentina here. And because she's my little buddy for today, we are going to read a book called Hedgehogs, all about hedgehogs. So here we go. We'll see if we can get her to sit still. Horace and Hattie are the very best of friends. There are so many things they like to do together. They like to search for four-leaf clovers in the meadow. They like to make daisy chains in the shade of the old oak tree. They like to splash in puddles on the lawn. And sometimes they like to have a tea party by the river. When Horace is busy, Hattie puts on her tutu and dances in the bluebells. When Hattie is busy, Horace searches for spiders in the woods. Horace and Hattie are the very best of friends, but there's one thing that they cannot do together. They cannot hug. They are just too spiky. In the spring, they found some old hollow logs. Horace and Hattie squeezed inside, but the hug was too bumpy. In the summer, they stuck strawberries on their spikes, but the hug was too sticky. In the autumn, they covered their quills in crunchy, crispy leaves, but the hug was too scratchy. Poor Horace and Hattie. Then one day they found something very interesting. It was soft. Was it a hat? Horace decided to investigate. He wriggled and jiggled and nibbled, and then out he popped. Hattie thought Horace looked very funny. Then she had an idea. Hattie looked at Horace. Horace looked at Hattie. They moved closer and closer and closer until They hugged. The hug was just right. Not cold, not scratchy, not sticky, and not bumpy. It was warm and soft and cuddly and comfy. A perfect hedgehog. So the next time you see someone wearing mismatched socks, or if one of your socks goes missing, you know what it means. A hedgehog happened. And there we go. That was hedgehogs. What did you think, Valentina? Did you like your little hedgehog story? Would you like to get a closer look at the camera? She's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. There we go. You're such a cute little girl. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Sunday story time, and I hope you learned something a little about our little hedgehog friend here. I keep saying little a lot. It's because she's so little and she's so cute. That's what makes her a pygmy hedgehog.